Good morning, I'm Ben O'Hara-Byrne with your morning check brought to you by Bathfitter on Vancouver Island. Here's what you need to know to get started on this Thursday, August the 8th. Autopsies are scheduled to be performed in Winnipeg today on the two male bodies discovered in dense brush in northern Manitoba. Yesterday morning's discovery ended a massive manhunt for teen murder suspects Cam McLeod and Briar Schmigelski of Port Alberni. Their bodies were found within a kilometre of where several items linked to the two young men were located Friday, and about 8 kilometres from where their vehicle was found burned out on July the 22nd. They're wanted in connection with the murders in northern BC of Australian Lucas Dowler and American China Deese and Leonard Dick of Vancouver. RCMP say the investigations continue, but it will be difficult to understand the motives for the killings.
This is not the outcome that we were hoping for. And I mean, there's so much tragedy that has happened here. It's just awful.
Meantime, the community of Port Alberni continues to try to come to terms with all that has unfolded over the past 3 weeks. The suspects were from the small city of 18,000, and many there had hoped the two teens would be found alive and able to answer questions on so many minds. Instead, they may never know. There's been no comment from their families so far. The city's mayor says she will reach out to them today. An investigation is underway this morning into a fire that completely destroyed a 70-foot wooden boat off Salt Spring Island last night. Witnesses say it started around 6 p.m. in Long Harbour. The vessel was soon completely engulfed in flames. The Coast Guard confirms no one was on board. The boat is believed to be the Eagle Mar. A growing wildfire in the southern Okanagan sees more properties on evacuation alert this morning. More than 40 properties west of Oliver, BC have been added to the more than 200 on alert, including a jail housing some 200 inmates. The Eagle Bluff wildfire is now 9 kilometers in size, and it's proving to be a stubborn one for the nearly 100 crew as well as aircraft fighting the flames in steep, rocky terrain. A new report from the United Nations finds that climate change is hitting us where it hurts, the stomach. The study from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change examines the vicious cycle of how human-caused global warming is degrading the land, while humans' use of the land makes climate change worse. One author says the cycle is accelerating, making food more expensive and ever scarcer. Well, a big tree branch caused some huge headaches in Victoria last night. It came down on top of parked vehicles on the 1400 block of Fort at Stanley and brought down some power lines with it. Stanley was shut as crews worked to clear the debris and restore power. Beatles fans gathered today to celebrate one of the most famous photos in music history, taken 50 years ago today in London. Ian McMillan took 6 pictures of the Beatles crossing the street outside their Abbey Road studio in London. A police officer held up traffic while the band walked back and forth several times. Paul McCartney chose one of those photos for the cover of their Abbey Road album. In sports, the Harbour Cats continue to roll, winning the second game of their 3-game set against the Lefties in Port Angeles last night, 11-2. And some local hockey fans were left angry on Wednesday after tickets to next month's preseason game between the Canucks and Flames sold out in just a matter of minutes. Well, soon after, they were popping up for sale online for hundreds of dollars more than their original cost. That game is September the 16th. Well, if you're a bowler on the South Island, you'll like the sounds of this. Saanich could once again have its own bowling alley, part of the Uptown Shopping Center complex. A plan is in place to put 6 lanes right where town and country lanes used to be more than a decade ago. The license application goes before Saanich Council on Monday. If all goes well, the project could be ready to roll by next year. Well, clearing today on the South Island, mainly sunny on the Mid-Island, and periods of drizzle today for the west and north. And there are your Thursday highs. Well, we always love to know where you're watching from. Don't forget to like and share the CHEK Facebook page. That's been your Morning Check, brought to you by Bathfitter. I'm Ben O'Hara-Byrne.